Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is appropriately titled Solving One. So we're only going to do one problem here, one difficult quadratic equation. Here was problem 26 from last Friday's worksheet. Okay, notice that we have a quadratic, see the m squared term there, but it's totally out of order, right? So the first step we want to do is get it in the standard form and make sure it equals what? That's right, we want to make sure it equals 0. So how about if we just simply add 55m squared to both sides? I'm adding 55m squared to both sides here. And of course, 55 minus 55m squared is 0. So I'm left with 55m squared minus 13m minus 12 equals 0. Notice how I put it in order by descending power, right? Squared, then the 1, and then the constant, right? So it's also an ABC form, standard form. So does everybody agree my A is 55? Yes, that's a big number, but that's why we use calculators. B equals negative 13. C equals negative 12. Okay, let's get to work here. The negative of B, negative 13, be careful with your negatives, plus or minus square root B squared, negative 13 squared, minus 4 times A, which is 55, times C, negative 12. Again, please be careful with your negatives. All over 2 times A. Okay, let's see what else we can do now. How about if we go ahead and take negative of negative 13, which is positive 13. 2 times 55 is 110, plus or minus square root. Now, I'm going to do all of this in the radical, guys, on my calculator, right? So let's see what we come up with. As you can see right here, I typed in negative 13 squared minus 4 times 55 times negative 12, and I got 2,809. 2,809. And now, of course, I need to do the square root of 2,809. And if you look right here, you can see the square root of 2,809 is 53. All right, we're on our way. So don't we have 13 plus or minus 53 over 110? Let me just double check that. Just want to make sure I'm right. So hopefully we also agree. Now guys, I'm just going to move up here to give myself a little bit more room. But when I do 13 plus 53 over 110, I'm going to get 66 over 110. And when I do 13 minus 53 over 110, I'm going to get negative 40 over 110. And let's just do it with a calculator. Sometimes you'll just reduce those fractions. But let's see what we come up with. So as you can see right over here, 66 divided by 110 is 0.6. Okay, so this is 0.6, right? And when I do negative 40 divided by 110, negative 40 divided by 110, I get negative 0.3636 and so on. So I'm just going to say negative 0.36 and put a bar repeating, right? So remember, guys, that these two answers right here, the 0.6, and right here, the negative 0.363636, they're called our x-intercepts. They're also called our zeros. And, drum roll, another popular name, they're also called the roots of the equation. And the roots of the equation. So guys, you have to understand that x-intercept, 0, and roots really mean the same 2 points in this case. So here we have a nice compact video on one difficult quadratic, guys. This is definitely one that if you study and you know how to do it, then you should be able to solve pretty much any other quadratic using the quadratic formula. So until next time, bye.